Hey nerds, it's Sages. How you all doing? Good, good. Today is the last day we get to look over the trivia answers or questions that I had. I have the answers for you in case people were, a little confused by that. Some of you had problems. We had problems in the first few hours where for some reason YouTube was cycling through two different versions of a thumbnail. I don't know what happened there. So I just eventually had to upload a new one, and I hope that stuck, and you guys could actually see and read it, and it was legible. I don't know why, because, like, one time I would, look at it, the next it would just be, like, really big and then really small, really big and really small. I don't know what was going on there, but I apologize for that if there were any issues for those. A lot of you were, little confused by some of the things that were going on. Okay, so I'll go over the first few answers because it was a lot of fun to make this one. I wanted this one to be pretty difficult, and not all of you got it. Some of you missed the last question, so I will explain that for you. So first, 1. Deathly Daggers is the correct option for that one. That is, of course, Jafar's main weapon and his exclusive. So, yeah, there you go. Second, we were talking about Nino's artist. And then third, because that was actually in Pig Latin, in case you couldn't tell. Yeah, I ran out of ideas because I wanted to make something thumbnail fun, something fun for the thumbnail, but didn't expect it to go too well. I almost sneezed there. I'm sorry. And then the third one is the one that seemingly got everyone, or at least almost got everyone, and that was. First, the clue was in hexadecimal, which means you had to go to a translator and then turn that out to actually get the question. And then the question is, you need to take these numbers and create a name out of it. So the question from there was, well, you basically, to get a better understanding, is you assign a letter, a number from the alphabet. A is 1. Z is what, 24, 20? I honestly forget the actual numbers of the alphabet. But the end result was Hana. It spelled out Hana. If you took all those numbers and you aligned them with the alphabet, you would get Hana. I'm pretty sure H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. A, of course, being the first. I forget what number N is. I think it's like the 14th. And then A again. So there you go. Hana. And several of you got it, some of you didn't. That's okay. I mean, it was meant to be challenging and kind of weird. I found it funny because I saw a comment that was like, you call us nerds and then you go and do this in ASCII? What the hell? And I'm just like, yeah. But anyways, so I picked out a winner. Here we go. And it is Aethera Imperia. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but as you can see, the unit's name was Hana. You must love Hana, Sages. The trivia was pretty interesting and pretty outside of the box, Sages. Thank you. I will comment. I will get a comment to you very soon, and we'll figure out how to get you your gift card going. Anastasia, if you're actually watching this, I'm pretty sure your gift card went through. I don't know. If you could get back to me if you're watching this video, that would be really helpful. I wasn't too certain. The comments were freaking out because of the massive amount of people. I'm going to have to change how I do these things because... before it was only like 1,000. Now every video gets like 3,000 wins a trivia contest thing. So yeah, that's a little bit more to go with. So before we continue on, I just wanted to point out a few things for the new Sacred Stones banner. So I'm gonna scrub through this real quick and just point out a few observations. So Jay actually pointed this one out. So we didn't get that colorless Xander, or did we? I think we did in the end. In the end, we all win. Xander emblem. No, okay, I'm sorry, that's the best joke I can do right now. So someone asked me who do I think who do I think is going to be the best units out of this? Well, first, if this actually holds up pretty well, I'm just going to pop this over. Tana,
I hope so,
is probably going to be the most exciting for me. I just like Vidofnir, and all of the other stuff. Guidance seems really cool. Again, this one seems to be all about defensive, which, not a bad thing. it's pretty fantastic in its own right. If we can get some really powerful, I mean, remember when Tsubaki was a thing? I don't know if that's going to be a thing now if Vidofnir actually covers up a lot of the issues, especially with Tana. We'll see, though, but Tana's probably the big one. I also really, really want Innis, partly because, a lot of people got mad because I said, oh god, it's an Altum in bow form. Yeah, but, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's a little bit more niche on that side, but Innis is meant to be a very powerful mage counter, if I can put it all together here. Not only that, but as a bow, an Altum effect is not terrible. It's actually pretty good to have, because honestly, it's a legendary weapon. It has the might of a legendary bow, which is cool. And not only that, but, we don't have a blade tome equivalent for a bow, so yeah. And then moving on from there, probably from less desired, we're going to talk about our good old Rose of the War. Hey, look, I'm pretty sure that's Nino's artist, actually. Yeah, it is. Look at that. I can't remember her name off the... Anyways. I knew it was spelled completely like that, so I was just making sure, but, it looks a lot like her art. Amelia looks very, very interesting. I don't know how well she'll do, but, she's gonna be pretty tanky, and a lot of people were like, yeah, she doesn't have very much HP. I guess I should probably point this out in these trailers. For some reason, IS does not show them off at their max level, because probably they don't want to spoil what their stats are at the end. But as you can see here, she has 38 HP. She's probably around level 30, just based on what we can tell there. And that means she might have well into the mid-40s by the end. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower. So yeah, that's pretty fun. So who's the biggest disappointment? I hate to be that guy, but I guess we're going to have to talk about it. It's in the room, and I think it's next. I was so excited to see Seth, because
Destiny's call.
Seth is such a fun character from Sacred Stones. He was actually one of the ones that, when I was watching, I finally decided to download Sacred Stones and actually play through it myself. I've been watching Comic play it for a little while, and Seth was one of the standout characters, mostly because Comic gave him a very funny voice, like always. That's how you get me. You just hold a pair of keys in front of me, and I'm just like, but mostly, I was excited to see Seth in here. That and Rachel eventually. I'm sure Rachel will show up soon, but still, then. I mean, yeah, that's... God, rip Seth, am I right? Oh my god. Just, poor bastard.